to give you the most realistic idea and theory that there isn't a God and that there is a God at the same time, and it's going to be the same thing, because realistic, it's a religious side of me, and the atheistic is the atheistic side of me. That's why I call it realistic, because you got religion, atheistic, realistic. Okay? Just saying. All right. Okay, so the beginning and the end, alpha and omega. Okay, first law of thermodynamics states that energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It only transforms. That means that the nuclear self-born quarks in the universe came before the singularity. Okay, this is a fact. I mean, I don't know why nobody sees this. Okay, and alpha is alpha decay. Okay, I don't see how anybody hasn't made that connection. It's totally in every definition and nuclear energy weapon or science that we use. Any kind of radiation. All right. Ohm's law, if you're an electrician or know anything about physics or science or electricity at all, you'll know that Ohm's law is omega, and that's electrons. So you have electrons, protons, and neutrons. Okay, that's nuclear and electric energy. Okay, the alpha is the nuclear energy, the omega is the electric energy. Okay, that means realistically and literally that the first law of thermodynamics would state that that energy would be what God is, okay? Or there is no God, and that energy is the creator of the universe, okay? So literally, this is the most realistic answer there is, and it puts everything into perspective. The Word of God. Well, if you're describing the quantum nature of the universe and you got to apply a word to it, instead of saying the quantum nature of the universe with 10 syllables, and you just want to keep it simple, just say, oh, God, one syllable, because it's a word. It's a nomenclature. A nomenclature is, alright, since nobody knows what a nomenclature is, and actually I don't think I've run into one person that knows what a nomenclature is, the devising or choosing of names or things, especially in a science or other discipline, the body or system of a name in a particular field, okay? So somebody basically applied the word God, and I would say because generation, operation, and destruction applies to the universe, and that also is an acronym for God, you know? So it seems like it makes a little sense there. And it can't really be denied unless you want to say, oh, no, the Word of God is the Bible, okay? Technically, that's starting to complicate things. The Word of God isn't the Bible. The Word of God is just a word. That's why it's the Word of God. It doesn't say the Bible of God. It says the Word of God. And you say, oh, the Bible's the Word of God. No, the Word of God is the Word of God. Okay, so the Bible is not the Word of God. That's a book that was written, okay? The Word of God is just the Word God. 3 letters, G-O-D. So we put together omniscience because it's the laws of thermodynamics, and it does everything with protons, neutrons, electrons. Omnipresence because protons, neutrons, electrons are all around us. Never was made and never can be uncreated or whatever. The uncreated creator. First law of thermodynamics, energy can't be created nor destroyed. So there was a time before time, technically, because timeless space was the area that this all existed in. You can't create space and you can't erase it. So it's infinity. Okay, that's the flat plane of existence. Now I'm going to start getting into quantum physics. I'm just right now trying to put the perspective. This is the most realistic answer about God, or lack of God. Okay? I'm just saying, there is a God, there isn't a God. However you want to look at it. This is a fact, because either way you look at it, it's the same fact. It's just like saying 2 + 2 = 4. Even if you got 2 people that want to fight, they can both agree that the fact is 2 + 2 = 4. Even you got a religious person and an atheist, they can both agree that the first law of thermodynamics would state that it is alpha and omega, and alpha and omega would be the first law of thermodynamics, which indicates that technically there's no God, there's only nuclear and electric energy that create everything. Or it can indicate that that nuclear and electric energy is God, okay? And it's just a word, the Word of God, that describes and applied to the quantum nature of the universe, because it's a nomenclature. See what I'm saying? So this is the most realistic answer. I don't know why everyone has to fight over it. If it's just a word, why fight? Oh my God, he said God. Who fucking cares? It's just a fucking word. Do you really got to murder all these people, fight about all this shit, spread all kinds of nonsense, hate on everybody, and hate on others, cause more hell and drama in the world over a fucking word? Seems to me if everybody was looking Where we should have been looking, there wouldn't be all this fucking ignorance everywhere. I'm not trying to be a douchebag. I'm just trying to state, whenever I see all this crap on the news and people getting hurt and killed over stupid shit like this, it gets me upset. When the answer's right in our fucking faces.